Hey guys, Bewdu here. Just coming to tell you guys that 1.0.3 is here. It's going to be talking about server transfers. There's a lot of details in here. I'm going to skip over a little bit of this. They just kind of talk about their plan and they're giving us a stoic in-game title for waiting. You just attach it like any other titles that you receive. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. If not, sure there's thousands of other tutorials you can check out. But they're also giving us an emote in the in-game store for free that you can get. It's nothing fantastic, but it's kind of cool. It's just a waiting emote, so they're kind of trying to put some humor in this. But that's kind of cool. And then you have the spotlight of the character server transfers. So they're just explaining what they're going to do. So they're going to be taking down the server for the normal maintenance that they're doing. And when the server comes up, they're going to leave the server up for a certain amount of time. And then they're going to open up server transfers for the AP Southeast region. And they're going to allow them to do server transfers in case anything happens, so that they can then close down the servers for maintenance if for any reason it doesn't work. But in the article here, it does say that they don't expect anything bad to happen. And then there's a video of how the process of server transferring would happen here. So I'm gonna turn this down. Actually, I'm just gonna mute it. So you just go into the store. You go down to the world transfer section. You can hit free. It looks like it's free on here. I don't know if they're gonna charge us. They did say there was gonna be a free transfer going on, so I don't know how that's going to happen with specific servers, if they're going to allow you to go to high pop servers or not. So we'll see. That's super straightforward. And then you can read all this information if you want. I'll put the link to the notes in the description below. I'm just going to skip over that, and then we can okay, it says right here, you can move your character to any world in the region, except you cannot move your character to a full world. You cannot move your character to a world in maintenance. You cannot move your character to a world set that you have an existing character on already. So there's a lot of information there. You can check that out. I want to move down to the general notes that they're doing. So they implemented a few different server side transfer framework. So that's going to allow us to do the transfers. They added improvements to the world selection UI, which I don't really know what that means, but added clearer message to players who get kicked for AFK or they're in areas, and like fishing people get kicked. Added clearer messaging when stack discounts are present, such as territory standing and faction discounts on property taxes. Implemented backend changes. That's cool. I mean, I don't necessarily see that. Adjusted the respawn timer on Boatswain, Ambrose, and various other elite enemies throughout the world. So this is like certain mobs were spawning too many times, dropping too much loot. In the depths, players were able to damage Thorpe from not being inside the arena. I did not know that. An error message will now appear when players attempt to buy their own items in the trading post. That's very good. I like that change. Reverted a chest/loot change from update 1.0.2 that was causing too many refining regions to roll from the chests. So now when you go and you run your daily chests, you're going to get less mats more than likely, but I'm curious if this means that they're reducing how many are dropped, or they're just reverting back to what was previous to 1.0.2, which was kind of low. If they found a middle ground, that would be perfect, but I may go out and purchase some mats beforehand just in case if the prices go up. Reverted a chest loot change from update 1.0, which is what I just said. Adjusted the volume of the Amazon Games splash screen. Perfect. Armor is limited to 1 skill perk per piece. Not sure what that means exactly, because I haven't seen any that have multiple perks on them. At least weapon perks, or so like things that affect the skill that you use from the weapon. I haven't seen more than one, so I've seen like a weapon skill one and like crit, and I don't think they add up. Added general performance improvements to visual Artifacts and graphics settings, perfect. Dyes are now removed from the items upon trade with a warning message present. That's fine, whatever. The time to declare war timer now visually pauses to make it clear when an invasion is imminent but not yet scheduled. Territory remains in a conflict state after invasions and wars. War can be declared. Bug fixes. Tier 4, Tier 5 staffs. You can go close the portals now. Perfect. Fix an issue causing the abandoning event notification to persist. Oh, that is fantastic. Fix the housing UI issue. That's perfect. The UI now correctly shows the property taxes are subject to the full price of the home and not impacted by the first time homebuyer discount. Fix issues with early game spawning. Fix various localization issues throughout the game. That's cool. Issue or not all items from town boards were consumed when completing the mission. Ooh, I never noticed that. I'm sure it may have happened. Resolve login errors that prevented players from accessing their characters. Fix an issue that caused arena keys to not drop as intended. Fix an issue that caused the runic bear armor to not be appropriately dyed during wars. Fix a placement issue. Pets placed in an otherwise empty house now remain in the home after the player logs out instead of returning the pet to the player's inventory. AP Southeast servers now display the correct time zone in game. Fix an issue with titles. Player titles achievements now appear as intended, and the achievement tab properly updates with new achievements is earned. When a new achievement is earned. Fix an issue that caused company invites to persist after a decline accepts. Fix an issue that caused Raja spawns to stack forever, one big cat at a time. Oh my goodness. The fixes listed below are tentative fixes and mitigations. Our goal is to get these changes out and see if issues persist so we can continue to work on them and address the future in a future update if necessary. Work to fix an issue where wars and invasions kicked off early than scheduled. Work to fix an issue where not all settlement stations upgraded as intended when town projects are completed. Players should no longer become stuck when entering or exiting an instance. If a player reconnects and their character is dead, the respawn screen is open with respawn options available. Players who are currently stuck need to contact customer support to have their character unstuck. Thank you for your support. So that one's going to help because we've had plenty of people. Like we had a guy disconnect the other day and it took him to his town. It took him almost 25 minutes to get back to the dungeon. So the big things that are happening in this patch are going to be the tier 5 and tier 4 Azoth staffs. It's going to create much more competition within the world because people are going to be able to close those portals now. There's going to be a lot more people in Shattered Mountain, which I believe will make it a lot more fun as long as people are queuing up. Reducing drops from certain elites in the world, which is going to be good, even though a lot of people already did it. Those are some of the big ones. A lot of people will finally be able to join their friends with a free server transfer. People can leave the servers if they don't like the servers they're on. And that seems to be wrapping it up. So we're going to have a long day. I feel like that on this day. So New World Update 1.3 released 10 p.m. Pacific time on October 19th. So that would be tonight at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So I feel like once the servers come back up, there may be another downtime if the server transfers go bad. So just expect that, and we'll see you there. All right, if you guys like this kind of content, hit the like and subscribe. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bewdu, and I'm on Twitter at twitter.com/BewduBro. Thanks, guys. Peace.